Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is very special because I am going to be talking about some books that have asexual characters, asexual representation, because a certain lizard who shall not be named, a certain turf that shall not be named, decided to open her hateful mouth once again. Oh, you got something on you. Sorry. Decided to open her mouth once again and say some hateful things about asexual people. So it's not just the trans people that she's decided to come for, it's asexuals. And trans people was one thing, but I may not be trans and I'll stand up for trans people any day of the week, especially these past few days. But as an asexual person, I'm like, no. Now you've cut deep. Now you've cut deep, madam. Okay? So anyway, we're gonna take a wee drink. We're gonna take a wee drink. Hope you've drunk today. Did you drink water today? I hope you did. So, we'll start off with these ones. I have Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I have Loveless by Alice Oseman, and I have Heartstopper. This is the Netflix tie-in edition with Kit and Joe on the cover. Did I need this? No. But do I own it anyway? Yeah, because I'm garbage. So these two are obviously Alice Oseman's full-length novels. This one, I would have to say, is my favorite of her full-length novels that I've read. I did a video about them. Oh, it's a while ago now. It's with a series where I read a favorite author's like backlist for the first time. And this, and I Was Born for This, I read in the space of a week. That was the original concept for that series, but I don't do that anymore. But anyway, this one is about our main girlie, Frances, who is very studious. She is very focused on school. She's going to be head girl. She's going to go to university. And, you know, she's very smart and driven. You know, she's like Paris Geller, but less intense, you know? Anyway, so she, but in her spare time, she sits at home like any other teenager and she's on Tumblr and she follows an account called Radio Silence. Is it what it's called? I think that it doesn't say on the back. But anyway, she follows this account called Radio Silence. It's like this webcomic sort of thing. And she does fan art for it. And she's obsessed with the story. She loves it. It's a whole other side of herself that she keeps hidden. But anyway, Frances is asexual. And she strikes up a friendship with the creator of Radio Silence, Alid, who is... Alid is the sweetest little being to ever exist, ever. And he's actually in Heartstopper, but he's in Heartstopper the comics, but he's not in the TV show because he has his own wee arc going on. If you've read this, you get it. But anyway, so they meet each other, they strike up a friendship, and it's basically about just them and their friendship, and it's so pure, and it's so beautiful, and yeah, I love it. And just because you're asexual doesn't mean you're not capable of love. And I say that talking about this. Now, I know a lot of people associate Alice Oseman with either... I feel like when it comes to her full-length novels, you would associate her with this or with Solitaire. But Loveless is about our main girlie, Georgia, and she's about to go to university, and she's struggling with her identity a little bit. This is a coming out story, basically. This is Georgia's coming out as her being asexual and aromantic, and her just sort of navigating that and what it means. And she really struggles with it. You know, as you go through the book, she really does struggle. But then again, at the end of the day, like I just said, just because you were asexual and aromantic, it does not mean that you were not incapable of love. And Georgia is a very loving person, in my opinion, in this book. Like, she can be a bit, you know, well, she's kind of hard to describe. She can be a bit deadpan sometimes, but she is really loving, and she really just wants to be loved. Like, not in the romantic sense, but she just wants to be loved and accepted for who she is, and I love that for her. I love that for you. Anyway, so that's these two. That's Alice Oseman, two of Alice Oseman's full-length novels. I highly recommend both of these. I'll try and see if I can find the video where I discuss these and I Was Born for This in more detail. I think I have them in a playlist. I'll try and look and leave it linked down there for you. And obviously Heartstopper has asexual representation. In the TV show, we've got Isaac, who comes out as asexual, but in the comics, we have Tori, Charlie's sister, who comes out as ace, and we love Tori. She is a wonderful, supportive big sister. She's a really wonderful character, and just, you know, obviously, yes, she can be a bit deadpan and sarcastic sometimes, but that's just who she is, you know? And I love most about her is how supportive she is of Charlie and how, like, she would do anything for him. Even if she's against everybody else, like, she has her little brother, and I love that for her. So yeah, there's Tori. So there's the Alice Oseman section of the video done. And then this next one, this book is very, very special to me, because I don't think I would be able to sit here and say that I'm asexual without this book. And it's Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn. And it's basically about her main girlie, Alice, whose girlfriend broke up with her because she's ace. And, you know, the girlfriend just really, really doesn't get it. And she automatically is just like, well, you're clearly not attracted to me anymore because you're ace and all this. And, like, she's really horrible to Alice when she comes out as asexual. Like, it's really, really bad. Because she basically says that she wants to break up with her because she doesn't want to have sex with her. And she says in the book that she only wanted to do that to make her happy, which is a bad reason to do it. Bad reason. So basically, it's just about Alice coming to terms with who she is, and she meets this guy, and navigating the fact that she is asexual and being attracted to this man who, you know, obviously, and like him sort of, I don't want to say having to deal with it, but like her telling him and him sort of being like, well, I mean, I really, really like you. Like, I really want to be with you. But then there's and it's just, you know, them trying to navigate themselves as a couple. But basically, Alice standing up for herself and saying, this is who I am and deal with it. I'm ace and that's it. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I definitely have not reread this in a really long time. I've got a couple tabs in there, as you can see. But I am definitely going to be rereading this at some stage and tabbing the hell out of it. I know Claire Kahn has come out with other books since this one. I cannot believe that I have not read them. But don't worry, I'm going to reread this and we're going to read some more Claire Kahn in the future. Okay? The next two are by the same author, but I have The Lightning Struck Heart by T.J. Klune. One of the characters in this is asexual, Morgan, who is our main character's mentor, you know, training him how to be a wizard. And Morgan is asexual, and we love Morgan for that. We love Morgan in this house. And him, you know, telling Sam what that is, because Sam has a big crush on, you know, this boy, and he's getting all of these, you know, sexual feelings and whatever. And, you know, Morgan coming out to him being like, I'm not really into that. You know, I'm asexual. It basically means I'm not into sex and stuff like that. You know, when I'm attracted to a person, I don't get the sexual attraction to them. And I feel like these two really get me. I mean, the next one probably really gets me. I mean, this one, Alice's area of the spectrum really, really gets me. With Morgan as well. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We love Morgan in this house because he's a great mentor and he's a great character, and I highly recommend this series. So, and the next one is also by T.J. Klune. It's not my favorite of his, but I know some other people like it, and it's In the Lives of Puppets. Again, this is not my favorite. It's the really, really pretty Waterstones edition. Why do I still have this if I didn't like it that much? I mean, there was some stuff that I liked about it. I think in my review for it, I said that I could have accepted it being a little bit shorter. I thought it was maybe a bit too long. But anyway, our main character in this is asexual. And yeah, our main character in this is asexual. What is the main character's name? What is my character? Oh, Vic. And yeah, and basically, just him forming a relationship with a person and being all like, well, because I'm asexual, is he even going to accept me? And then him being like, just if someone doesn't want to accept you as a partner in a relationship simply because you're asexual, then they don't deserve you, because you deserve love. And I love that. I love that. I love it. Well, I love that aspect of this book. There's a lot of stuff I didn't like about this book, but I guess if you liked it, that's fine. it's sort of like a Pinocchio-ish retelling, and if I'm being honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Pinocchio. I have some hot takes about Pinocchio, I'll tell you that much, but that's for a whole other different video. Anyway, so there's that one, and the last one, another favorite of mine, is one that I've read fairly recently, and it's The End Crowns All by B. Fitzgerald. Y'all know I love B. Fitzgerald. Like, after reading Girl, Goddess, Queen, and then getting this one, so this one is set during the time of the War of Troy, and one of our main characters is Cassandra, a Trojan princess, and the other one is Helen of Troy. But we're not going to talk about Helen right now. We're going to talk about Cassandra. Now, there is an author's note at the beginning of this. B. Fitzgerald kind of put it in there, just listing all the content warnings and stuff. So if you're going to read this, I would read the author's note and be wary of the content warnings. But in the last wee paragraph, she says, I'd also like to take a moment to discuss the asexuality represented in this book. It's an authentic depiction, largely drawn from my own experience, but given the lack of asexual representation in fiction, it's worth noting that it only represents a small sliver of the broad asexuality spectrum, because it's a spectrum. Do you know what I mean? There's a whole rainbow of us. We're not all the same. Not all asexual people experience romantic attraction, nor do all experience sex-favorable asexuality as depicted here. So basically, our girly Cassandra is asexual. And, basically she is a priestess of Apollo, and she's basically dedicated her whole life to that vocation, abstaining from sex, and just because she never really felt the need for it, really, and obviously with her being a princess, in this time, her only obligation was to find a husband and get pregnant and pop out babies. And she's not about that life. And then obviously she meets Helen and they grow closer. And I can't remember exactly what section of the book it's set in, but she's growing closer with Helen and she's starting to get all these feelings, and and talking about like sex and stuff, and she's just like, you know what, why does it really have to mean anything? Like, why does it have to be like it doesn't have to be an obligation, it doesn't have to be something that I feel I have to do. Like, I can just be with Helen in that moment, and we can just be together, and I can help make her feel good, and she helps me feel good. Like, why can't we just be together and have it be something good and pleasurable that we both enjoy? Like, it doesn't have to be anything huge. And she doesn't just love Helen for that. Like, obviously she's in love with Helen, but at the same time they can still have that and have it just be like just the two of us in that moment together. It's beautiful. And yeah, that's it really. And I'm like, yes, exactly, tell them. And listen, if I haven't persuaded any of you to read B. Fitzgerald, either this or Girl, Goddess, Queen, then girly, get into it. Okay, like, I love this book so much. I love this book so much. So yeah, those are all my recommendations for books with asexual representation. And as it says in little B. Fitzgerald's author's note that I just read out, there's so few asexual representation in books, and 9 times out of 10 it's not really done very well. But I think the reason being it's done so well is because the authors that I'm holding in my hand here are also asexual, so they know what they're talking about. And yeah, these are all my recommendations. If you have any more recommendations for books with asexual characters, leave them in the comments down below, and I will definitely add them to my ever-growing DBR. So anyway, so I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you've eaten today. I hope you drank some water. I hope you're looking after yourself. All of my socials are down below as always, my Blue Sky, my Instagram, and my TikTok. So follow me on there if you wish. You can subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Leave a like so the algorithm knows you like me. And leave the purple, black, and grey hearts in the comments for the asexual pride flag. Just to give the proverbial middle finger to a certain turf, okay? Anyway, so I love you all. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.